Around the outside goes the Audi R8.
Look how much Miller's caught back into play. Exactly, Miller's just such trouble. He's not on second and
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Thursday night. It's the Radical Race Series SR10 Championship Round 13. Live from the Autodromo Jose Carlos Pache or Interlagos. I'm James Parfitt. Going to be joined in the booth by Jim Cunningham here this evening. Track length 4.22 kilometres in length. And well, it is my most favoured circuit. I absolutely love this racetrack and it is just going to be incredible. Let's bring you up to date with the scores. The championship, as we have found out, is already done. James Barry is the champion on 546. He takes his second championship. Simon Edwards has missed out. It was close going into this one. It was going to be very, very close on scores. But unfortunately, Simon is not here this evening. He has unfortunately got a bit of the flu and can't make it, which means James Barry will win this evening. Paul LeMay in third and Jorge Gonzaga in fourth. Mike Booth on fifth. Phil Glover in sixth. Then you've got Seth Brown, Darrell Taylor, Graham Matthews and Jamie Bird rounding out the top 10. David Rolliston, Josh Reed, Luke Maxwell, Michael LeMay and James McRitchie rounding out the top 15. And then behind that, you've got Dan Webster, Paul Clark, Damien G, Graham Brown, Paul Crabb, David Beasley, Robert Woodward, Phil Jocelyn, Neb Smith, Tim Adcock and Chris Kane here this evening as well. We are coming just towards the end of practice. We've got 2 minutes before we go into qualifying. I know Darrell Taylor has dropped out this evening, so we do only have 11 cars, but it will be 11 cars of absolutely amazing racing. Let's bring Jim into the booth. Jim, welcome in. How are you?
I'm doing great, James. It's great to be here. I appreciate you inviting me out for the finale of this championship. And obviously had a great race course. You know, this is a historic circuit here in Brazil and home of course, to the Brazilian Grand Prix. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this. I hate that Simon wasn't able to be here tonight. I was hoping to see a championship battle, although James Barry has done such an amazing job all season. It was going to be hard for Simon to take it away from him anyway. But what a great series is his. Radicals are one of my very favorite cars, man. I love a Radical and I love this track. So we should see some great action tonight.
Yeah, Radical SR10s are always fun. Of course, SR8s were the predecessor to this, was absolutely amazing out there as well. And I think it's just one of them cars that have got, it's almost your pathway into LMP2, I think, Jim, with a high downforce.
Yeah, it's actually, I would say that's to GT, the higher GT cars like the LMP2, LMP3. But the open cockpit environment kind of goes back to the early 90s when IMSA and World Endurance Championship were running the open cockpit cars for a while, which was a great era in sports car racing. I absolutely love these vehicles, man. They are so much fun to drive. If you haven't driven one of these, go out there and jump in that SR8. It's a free car on iRacing. Get out there and try it. It is a fun car to drive.
Yeah, it definitely is, and one that I actually started in. My iRacing career was in the SR8. That's how I ended up getting into the wonderful world of commentary, basically, on that one. 10 minutes of qualifying. We've got a few drivers out on the grid, of course, at the moment. Paul Clark is out there. Everybody's out there apart from Darrell Taylor. As I say, unfortunately, Darrell will not be with us this evening. It's going to be very, very exciting, Jim. I think the main overtake's probably down into turn 1.
Yeah, obviously heading into the Senna S there. That's obviously the top speed on the track in the heavy braking zone. But there are several other areas you can overtake on this track. It's got some narrow areas, but it's got some nice wide areas that you can make some moves on. Coming into, I believe it's turn 7. That's coming off a little straight in a heavy braking zone. So there's going to be some passing tonight, but obviously turn 1 and 2 there, that's obviously the most important passing zone on the track for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I think that run down into turn 4 as well, down into the Interlagos, which is where we're headed now with Paul Clark. Down the road of Raposta we go. Going to be topping north of around about 150, 155, if we can just about get there. I think it's going to be. It is on the brakes, down into the left-hander we go, down into the Cedar as well. That's going to be an option. I do worry though that the person on the outside is going to be in a little bit of trouble if there's not a lot of room left.
Yeah, that's a tough passing area. I mean, that's a tough area there. I actually struggle with that section of the track right there for some reason. That downhill as it turns in, it's tough up. But this is one of my favorite parts of the track here. Very flowing and smooth. Just kind of weaving your way through. If you find a nice rhythm here, you can really make some time up here.
Yeah, exactly. I think this is the main aspect of the circuit. Into Pinarino we go round through the left-hander. Then down in Juncal and Mugello in final corner on the circuit is Juncal. Now that run up the hill as well through Sabina, the boxes. Then Aquabancadas, the left-hander, just past the pit lane entry. Believe it or not, it's not on the track map, but it is deemed on the race circuit. Translates into the bleachers there as well. The bleachers being the high up on the north part of the circuit. This has got a lot of elevation from this racetrack. Paul Clark goes on to pole on a 1:29.569. Paul LeMay in behind him there as well. Good lap time from Paul Clark, 1:29.569. Not a bad opening lap for some of these guys.
No, that's they're running some good times. They're top 3 or 4. They're really, really close, less than a half a second. Yeah, and as you were talking about there, coming up to that final turn, man, you really have to get a good exit off that turn and run it as wide as you can and carry as much speed as you can, because it is an uphill on that final straight there, and you really got to carry a lot of speed up there. If you mess that turn up, you'll kill your top speed coming up that long straight.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's one of the things that they've got to utilize the draft. You cannot afford to let go of the draft. We've got 2 races here, 10 laps for the sprint, 16 laps for the feature, top 10 reverse for race number 2. Paul LeMay is on a flyer with James Barry on a 1:28.911.
Yeah, Paul LeMay has got several first 3 sectors all purple. He's lighting it up right now. I'd be really curious to see what this lap turns in at.
Yeah, it's got to be down in the 1:28s at least. Is it going to be at 1:28.9? That's the question for Paul LeMay. He's going to go over the line. 1:28.771.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
Nice.
Wow, almost over a second faster.
Yeah.
I'm sure James Barry's got something in the tank, though. I mean, that's not. He always puts in a good second lap, but. Yeah, that's amazing. That was a nice lap right there.
James Barry now as well. Got Graham Brown, Jamie Bird, Jorge Gonzaga in front. Barry's got a green and 3 yellows. Paul LeMay's purpling it up in sectors 1 again. Means he's already gone and beat his fastest sector time. Through the final corner comes James Barry. Oh, now he's on that kind of straightaway. He's all the way to the right, which I was a little surprised why he didn't hug the left-hand side wall there, to be honest with you, Jim. I thought he might have been a bit better in there.
I don't think that's not going to be his hot lap for sure. looking at he's it doesn't look like he was putting in the numbers there, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe he just kind of aborted that lap and decided to save the rubber on his tires and not, just take it a little easy through there and try the next lap or something. Yeah, I don't know. That was he didn't seem to be running wide open right there.
No, I think that's the thing. Maybe he's taking a lap to sort of calm himself down a little bit and get going again for him. You know what I mean? We've got Paul LeMay green and 2 yellows.
Yeah, if he had a bad turn or something and knew his lap wasn't going to get there, take it a little easy and save the rubber on your tires in that situation.
Definitely. David Rolliston's got some greens on the board. He's going to be heading over the line as well. What is he going to do? 129.759 jumps his playoff up into 7th. Michael LeMay. 129.367 jumps up into 5th. Graham Brown, Jamie Bird, Jorge Gonzaga. Barry's got purples across the board at the moment as well. He's gone faster than Paul LeMay. Absolutely flying through the left-hander. He goes, hugged the wall this time. Doesn't hug the wall again, which I'm quite surprised about, but it does look like it's going to be a pole lap. 128.442 for James Barry.
There you go. Yeah, you could see he was on a heater there for sure. Yeah, that's a fantastic lap, man. 0.3 ahead of LeMay. To be honest, I wasn't sure anybody was going to pass LeMay. Paul LeMay. I just forgot 2 LeMays in here. I didn't think anybody was going to catch him, to be honest with you. That was a nice lap by Barry, but not surprising. He always seems to pull one out,
Yeah, I think that's the thing with him this season. He's been absolutely mighty there as well. On to the nose of Seth Brown. He's going to be running up the hill in 6th. He's got 2 greens, 2 yellows. What's the offset going to be? As he's going to go over the line now. Through the left-hander he goes. Seth Brown at this moment in time. He's got to hug the wall on the left-hand side again. He's drifted out to the right. I am shocked that they're not hugging. 129.299. Where would he have been if he just stayed to the left there, Jim? Because that's generally the run up to the line when you go on to quali.
I don't know. Is there something different about these radicals here as opposed to other cars? Because you on any other car that I've ever seen, you hug that wall coming up. And these guys obviously know that. That's strange. I just wonder if it's something with the radical for some reason.
Yeah, Gonzaga sort of drifted over into the middle of the circuit as well. Well, I'm shocked.
Yeah, I don't know.
Green in sectors 2. What's he going to do for sector 3? Yellow in sectors 3. Into the right-hander we now go of Bico de Pado. Down, got a big slide there. The lap's already over for Paul LeMay. He's going to go over the next timing screen. It's going to be a yellow as well. It is due to a slide coming out of Bico de Pado on the run down to Magello. Seth Brown's got some greens on the board here in that famous green and pink machine. 128.442. I don't think he's going to beat that. We'll see as we're going to be coming now. If they're going to get over the line, there's going to be nobody's going to get over the line. Paul LeMay fast last lap. Gonzaga's will be last lap. Paul Clark's will be his final lap as well, because they're not going to make it round in a minute. Seth Brown goes into pit lane. Phil Glover down in 10th at the moment. Graham Matthews coming down into Juncal. Is he going to have enough time? He should. No, he's just gone wrong, but he would have had enough time to complete his lap. Going to be very, very interested indeed here, and I think it's going to be whether or not Paul LeMay can stay with James Barry.
Well, I mean, I mean, qualifying, they're not horribly far apart, and obviously Barry's not going to push that hard during the race, but it always seems like nobody can stay with James Barry except for Edwards. They had some good battles over the season. I've watched most of your coverage on these because I love the radicals so much. Barry, he's just, he is so consistent. He gets out there and he just pulls a couple of tenths on you every lap, and he just walks away from people. I'll be curious to see if he is able to stick with him. Yeah. So looking at the grid here with 12 cars, we're essentially almost going to get a full inversion here after the first race. That's going to be a lot of fun, like them old school short track races where they invert the whole field, and make the fast guys run up through the pack. When we Yeah, that's a spot where they can get bunched up too. So I thought Gonzaga was going to put an inside move on LeMay there because LeMay kind of left that hole open while looking to maybe get under Barry. I thought Gonzaga was going to slide right under him. Gonzaga's all over him here, so looks like he's looking to get by him.
Yeah, Gonzaga there looking meaty with Paul LeMay at this moment in time. He's tucked in right behind him currently. Is he going to be able to make it? Not this time. Gonzaga's going to have to sit in there, just wait and be patient. James Barry's opened it up nearly a second at the front at the moment. This is not what they need. They need these guys to settle down, not fight, close in on Barry. Gonzaga's giving LeMay a whole heap of grief here. Mike Buson also giving Paul Clark a load of grief as well. But this is where it's going to pick up now for Gonzaga. Is he going to be able to make it through here over Paul LeMay going onto that run into turn one? LeMay defends the inside line. Gonzaga's on the outside. Is he going to be able to make it through? He's not this time. LeMay holds on again.
Yeah, and he made a good run. Oh.
Right outside, yeah. Gonzaga's going to make it around the outside, I think.
Yeah, but he's on the wrong side for this turn. He's going to have to really outbrake him, and that's what Gonzaga... LeMay got him last time he outbraked him. Yeah, he was in the wrong spot there for that, That's hard to make a pass on the outside in that turn right there.
Yeah, LeMay's going to have the inside on the run up through to Ferradora into Laranahara now, top of the hill, the right-hander. Then we're coming into SA, the sharp right-hander. He's going to park it on the inside. Now into Pinorino. All of this fighting is just releasing James Barry further and further in front here. You can see him moving away up the road. He's now 2.2 seconds. You've got to get it in tighter. LeMay on the run now. Through Mugello down into Juncao. Here comes Gonzaga, tucked in right behind him. He's going to take this left-hander here as well. Is he going to get that run again, Jim? That's going to be the question.
Well, we're going to see. He's a little closer this time starting to run. It really depends on the exit right there. I'm sure James Barry's looking back in his mirror, though, and just happy as he can be, because if those guys keep battling, there's no chance they're going to catch him. Here he comes. He's got to try to make that run on the outside again. He's pretty far along there. That's still not going to make it happen, though. Maybe here. Let's see if he can stay up with him.
No, again.
No. That's a tough spot, man. That's a hard place to. You're going so fast right there to outbreak somebody that much there when the inside line is so valuable.
Oh, Paul Clark by Buson side by side in the background. And Buson does get through on Clark this time around. Runs a little bit wide. Steph Brown's tucked in behind Jamie Bird. Is he going to be able to make his way through? Going up into Ferradora, into La Laranahara. Another moment. Steph Brown is not able to get there, but he is pressurizing again. These front pack, apart from James Barry, separated by barely 3 seconds down to Steph Brown.
Yeah, well, he locked him up right there. That was he's pushing really hard here to get by him. He got a good lock up there. Yeah. That'll hurt your tires a little bit. They'll be angry at you for a few laps. These tires are really sensitive. You get them a couple lockups like that, they get super hot on you, man, and they do not want to grip after that.
No, Graham Matthews in pit lane. Can't actually see why he's in pit lane. He just drove in to the pit lane. Paul Clark now under pressure from Michael LeMay. Gonzaga's going for it again. Paul LeMay on the right hand side. He's got his brother further back. They've got the opposite cars, opposite car colour. Paul LeMay sends it in again. Gonzaga's going to try and hang it round. He's going to demand room. Oh, LeMay gives him just enough. Barely there, squeezing him like an orange in a juicer. There for Paul LeMay. He just give Gonzaga enough room. He's got to go now all the way to the left. Send Gonzaga around the long way. Outbreak him coming into the left-hander at Interlagos. He does get him done again. Great job from Paul LeMay, defending for his absolute life here.
He's making it look easy. I mean, he really is. He's doing a phenomenal job at defending. He is putting his car exactly where it needs to be to defend, and there's nothing aggressive about it. He's not doing anything that's blocking or anything like that. He's just doing a fantastic piece of driving right there.
Yeah, absolutely he is. He's just defending the line, defending for his life. Here he's bringing Buson into the picture, which will help him out as well. Paul Clark's dropped off a little bit. Seth Brown now past Jamie Bird. He's now going to go and attack. Michael LeMay is going to be on the run. I would have thought out of the final corner. Junkao. Michael LeMay takes a different line. Brown takes that tighter line. He's going to nose in behind him at this moment in time. Seth Brown, is he going to go and get that draft? LeMay's getting the draft. Michael, I should say, is getting a draft from Paul Clark all the way to the left here. Here we go, one more. That draft's going to be imperative. You can see Gonzaga's trying to make the move again. Jinked out, not this time either. It looks like Gonzaga's trying turn one over and over and over again.
Yeah, he kind of laid back a little more there. I tell you what, all he's going to do is burn up his tires, because LeMay right now just seems unpassable. He's doing such a phenomenal job right there, man. This is just some really good. This is a really good demonstration on how to protect your line and do it clean.
Seth Brown still in behind Michael LeMay. Jamie Bird in behind that. Michael LeMay's run a little bit wide. That's going to give Brown the inside into SA. Is he going to demand room? He tried to demand it. Michael turned around and said, no, not this time, son. Thank you very much. In through Pinorino they go. Now through the right-hander up into Pico de Pado. It's still Seth Brown tucked in behind Michael LeMay. It's still Gonzaga tucked in behind his brother Paul LeMay. So now it's the LeMay on driving their heart out at the moment on that run now out of Sabino the boxes and down into the center S, down into turn one.
Yeah, here this is he seems to be a little far back here now. Gonzaga's just kind of laying back a little bit. He doesn't seem to be pushing quite as hard right here, unless he overheated his tires a little bit, and LeMay's just able to separate from him, because obviously LeMay was very fast in qualifying, so he's putting down some good laps here. If he's not careful, Buson's coming up there and going to start looking and peeking at him. Buson's just been sitting back there taking it easy, watching those two battle for 5 laps here, and he might be deciding he's going to try to jump up there and get in that fight.
Yeah, absolutely. He's pressurizing Gonzaga now as well on lap 6 of 10. It's going to be thick and fast here this evening. Buson's got a better run up through Laranahara, through the right-hander. In we go into SA. Buson is already rotating the car into Pinorino, keeping that inside line. LeMay's got a little bit of a slide on the run up into Pico de Pado, the right-hander at the top now. Through he goes. He's going to try to cut back on him. Here is Buson. Nope, doesn't get the rotation of that machine. A lot of understeer in that car.
Yeah, it's surprising, because these cars turn, as you know, really well. Again, though, they're out there putting down some really fast laps. It could be very well that these, tires are just starting to show a little wear. I'm not familiar if Interlagos is known to be tough on tires or not, but it seems like there's a little separation going on now, and I would think that would almost be due to tire wear. Man, look at Buson here. He's coming up trying to make a move on the inside, but he couldn't get it done there. That's he tried to send it in there, but that's he was a little far back.
Yeah, it definitely was. I'm keeping an eye on the Jamie Bird, Seth Brown situation because they're going almost three wide. Seth and Paul Clark and Bird were really close together, coming through, out through the center S's, down the red Raposta. It's spread out a little bit. Michael LeMay is there now, and Paul Clark further up the road with Mike Busson, Gonzaga and Paul LeMay still continuing the fight. Lap 7 of 10. They haven't got many left. There goes Barry down the bottom half of your picture. He's nearly 5 seconds out in front. He's done a stellar job, hasn't he?
Every time I've ever tuned into this series, he's done a stellar job. He's just, like I said, he's super consistent. I tell you what, though, they're having a nice battle back there, like you said, with Brown, Bird, Michael LeMay. Those guys are having some fun back there. And when this thing gets reversed, they're going to be right up there at the front, for the next race. So that's going to be a fun one to watch.
Yeah, Phil Glover's going to be on pole position. What's he going to be able to do from there? Gonzaga now tucked in. Here we go. He's going to be running out a little bit wide. Takes that wider line. LeMay comes over, covers him off a little bit. No can do. What about Michael LeMay? We got Bird in there. We got Brown in there. We got Busson in there. How did Busson lose 4 places? I hear you ask. Well, I'm going to find out very, very shortly. And that is why he did get a little bit of slide on coming out of Juncal for Mike Busson. And unfortunately, everybody else just swam over him. Tires getting a little bit hot here, Jim?
Yeah, gotta be that. They're pushing hard, and yeah, I'm sure that's what it is. I tell you what, to be honest, that was a nice save. He could have easily turned that car around and been at the very back of the pack. Although, 2 laps to go in this race, I slide back to 8th. I think I just sit there and wait for the next race, and I'll, be in the second row at that point. I mean, there's not a whole lot left to fight for here. He's already kind of lost that front pack, so just I'd sit back and take it easy and take that second row starting spot in the next race at this point. Plus there's a good battle going on right in front of him here anyway. He can jump into it and have some fun if he wants.
Yeah, LeMay, Brown, Bird, Busson, lap 9. James Barry over the line, out in front. Gonzaga has cleared Paul LeMay. Where was that? So that was down into the Red Raposta, down the Red Raposta into the Interlagos. Gonzaga did get that run out and took that position away. Yeah, he did. But Paul LeMay's going to come back at him. Yeah, finally. He only took 9 laps, but he got there. But LeMay's probably not going to be done here either because he's got the Red Raposta to do. And then one more lap at the same time.
Yeah, good. I mean, good for Gonzaga, man. He didn't give up on that, and he waited for an opportunity. He probably got set back there a little bit, let his tires cool down a little, and made one more charge at him and seized that opportunity, and maybe caught LeMay sleeping a little bit there. That was nice. Good for him.
Yeah, it definitely was.
We'll see here if LeMay's trying to make a run back at him, but it looks like Gonzaga's, able to maintain a little distance there. We'll see. I think, LeMay's tires may be going too. He was doing some good defending along there, so he could have heated his up as well.
Yeah, through Juncal, coming down through Mugello into Juncal now. Final run up the hill for Paul LeMay. He's going to have one more lap after this. Is he going to be able to make this indent, or is it going to be a 1-2 for the insert name racing team of George Gonzaga and Paul LeMay and James Barry? Barry's on the final lap. He's over the line. He's going into turn 1. Gonzaga's on the defense. LeMay's trying to take the normal racing line. Gotta let him take that inside line first, though, Jim.
Yeah, Gonzaga's doing, exactly what LeMay did to him for 8 laps previous. We'll see here. Oh, LeMay took it way out wide there to carry some speed down here. Let's see what he can do with that. No way Gonzaga's going to give up that inside line right here, though.
Yeah, LeMay's
trying to take it around the outside.
Yeah,
he running wide there.
He got the job done.
He might make it stick.
Yeah, he got the job done there on the way up into the Interlagos. Paul LeMay got the job over Gonzaga.
that is a prime example right there of when somebody says you need to use the whole racetrack. He used all that runoff area out there to carry that extra speed and got that pass done, just because of that. You know, he got all the way out there in the curbing as far as you could go, and you know, that's what a lot of people tell you young drivers is you got to use the whole track, and that right there is a good example of what you can do if you do use the whole track.
James Barry's going to come over the line. He's going to take this victory in race number 1. Got the job done. Well done for him. Gonzaga and LeMay is going to be side by side, running down into the line. Gonzaga's going to get there over LeMay. It is Gonzaga.
Yes,
picked him at the line.
Yeah, that was good fun right there, man. I bet those guys were really enjoying that. You know, that's exactly what you sign up for. James Barry, though, I think he moved into a different zip code there. He was he was in a different county than the rest of them. I'm looking at his lap times here. He was running consistent qualifying laps the entire race.
Yeah, he was flying. Graham Matthews comes over the line, and let's have a look at the finishing positions of race number 1. James Barry is your winner. Gonzaga in second. The insert name, E-Racing Team, first 1-2 of the season, I believe. Paul LeMay in third, then Paul Clark fourth, then Seth Brown, Mike Bousson, Michael LeMay, Phil Glover, David Rolliston, and Jamie Bird. Jamie Bird's going to be on pole position, must have slipped down the order.
Yeah, he is.
Then Graham Matthews, and unfortunately no Darrell Taylor taking part this time around. We can have a chat, a residential chat with our man in his VR motion simulator, Mr. Phil Glover. Phil, welcome in.
Hello, James.
Hello, mate. All right?
You are?
Yeah, I'm not bad, mate.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Yeah. I don't know what happened to Dave there. Do you think he ran out of fuel? Was running low on fuel or something?
I don't know, mate. We didn't get that. We were too busy side by side with Gonzaga and Paul LeMay coming over the line. I can't answer that one, mate, but it puts you on the second row for race 2.
Yeah, I was looking for pole, wasn't I, at one point? It was 10th, but yeah, I've got to take the points while I can.
Well, yeah, that's the main thing, isn't it? I think taking the points. Where do we expect you? Are you going to be at the front this time?
I hate this track. I really do, James. I'm sorry, but it's just whiffy-waffy. I don't know. I'd like to think I was not last at the end.
I love this track, Phil.
Oh, no, man, it's horrible. Why do you like it?
Because it's amazing. It's got everything. It's anti-clockwise. It's got lefts. It's got rights. It's got straights. It's incredible.
Uphill, downhill.
Yeah, round and round the roundabout. It's got all of it.
Well, I'll let you know what I think at the end of it.
All right, be nice, Phil. Be nice.
If you manage to stay up front, you'll love it. When it's all said and done.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right,
So I gotta ask you a question real quick.
Have to let him go, Jim, we're gonna have to let him go. He's getting on the grid. Take care, Phil. Catch you after.
Go ahead.
I'll speak to you later.
Bye.
I was gonna quiz him on his motion VR setup he's got going now. See how he likes it.
No, we only get 2 minutes to have a quick chat with him, mate. We'll talk to him after on that one. He's just about to come to the beginning of race number 2. Here is the grid. Jamie Bird will be on pole, and David Rolliston, Phil Glover, Michael LeMay, Mike Bousson, Seth Brown, Paul Clark, Paul LeMay, Jorge Gonzaga, James Barry in 10th. And then we've got Graham Matthews. We've got no Darrell Taylor this time around. Bird going to be leading the way. Let's see. We're just waiting for Mr. Barry, and then we're going to be good to go. And then we'll see how these guys do get on here, whether or not they're going to be able to make it all the way through these 16 laps. So hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen. The lights are going to be coming on for race number 2. 4 lights, 5 lights. Final race of the season is green, green, green. Jamie Bird taking the whole shot. Rollo on the defense from Phil Glover, and over on the right-hand side there, that's Paul LeMay and Michael LeMay. Mike Bousson side by side. Bousson's going to make it through. Paul Clark's looking at the inside at the moment. He does a great job. James Barry already up 1 place. Is he going to be able to get Paul LeMay though, Jim?
Well, I would say no. I tell you, Mike Buson though is not messing around. He's up 2 spots already, and he slid into 3rd place, and he's right behind David here. He was sitting in a good spot, and like I said earlier, he was fast in that first race and ended up spinning and slipping to the back, and they're off and running those first 3. Let's see if they can tighten
Barry!
it up. Oh my goodness, no!
Barry's excitement to get to the front, and unfortunately he has hit Paul Clark. Barry's on the inside, you can see he just sends it in far too deep. Sends Clark round.
Yeah, he caught that. Yeah, he caught that curb, and it just, he busted those tires loose right there, which is exactly why they invert these fields for stuff just like, it makes it exciting. These guys have to push, and it can create wild events like that right there.
Yeah, he did come from a long way, mind you. He come from a long way back and had a good old go, but didn't make it through.
Well, I'm sure at this point he's not protecting a championship now. Since he's got it won already, I'm sure he's out there having a little fun. He's not worrying about whether he's going to lose this championship or not. So,
yeah, Buson's just overtaken Rollo.
Yes, man, he's moving.
Yeah, Buson now in 2nd place, setting after Bird. We've got Phil Glover has got Michael LeMay and Seth Brown in behind him at the moment. There is LeMay just about to take the inside line. Rollo's going to try and get over the top of Buson again. Did manage to make it through. They're going to be side by side on the run up into the Ferradura now. David Rollo there on the inside from that Tiger Racing. Buson from Team Radline. Round the outside he goes. He does make it through again. Mike Buson coming up into SA. Great move.
Yeah, he's man. He's moving. He looked impressive in the first race. He sat there. He bided his time, and then he was starting to make some moves when he happened to spin. He's fast. He is up there in a good spot right now, and James. I'm trying to see where James is at now. He's not moving up too much. He's still back there stuck in 9th after that spin. This could change the complexion of this race greatly. Paul LeMay is still way in the back as well. He's actually lost spots. He's not making any progress at all, going backwards.
Yeah, he's just been taken by Gonzaga. And then he loses more spots. I haven't got anything that said he's gone off. Seth Brown passed. Oh, he was just really slow.
Really slow, yeah.
For Paul LeMay, not quite sure what that was. Hope everything is okay. He has been carried a long-term injury that does affect him at times to race. Gonzaga's going up on the inside of Phil Glover. So maybe that is what giving Paul grief is his arm on that one. Gonzaga now trying to get round the outside of Glover. Glover's going to have the inside line into Ferradura. Lara Nahara now coming into turn number 8 into SA. Phil Glover holds on to that position. He's holding up Gonzaga well, but is it a matter of when more than if, or if more than when?
I don't know these guys except for watching this series, but from what I've seen in the first race, I think it's probably just a matter of when. But what I tell you is surprising. I'm looking here. Jamie Bird is holding off Buson. He's not closing the gap up. I mean, there's still over a second between them. And, his charge forward has slowed down. Jamie Bird's out there in front in some clean air, and he's putting down some good laps. And,
yeah,
I tell you, I'm looking here at the scoring, and Gonzaga's putting down some fast laps too, though. If he can get his way around Glover, he's on the move.
Oh! Gonzaga sent it in. He had the inside, didn't make it work. Now he's going to try around the outside. Barry's going to be in there with Paul Clark. On board we go to Phil Glover. Through the left-hander he goes. Manages to hold off the boys in the back. Barry and Clark are side by side again.
Something happened up front. Buson just took the lead.
Yeah, Bird went off track. We'll have a look back at that in a minute. What is going to happen here with Glover? He's holding the inside line. Barry's going to try the outside into Pinarino. Glover's going to hold that one as well. What did happen to Jamie Bird? This was all on his own. Round he goes.
Oh my goodness. I tell you what. I have spun so many times right there. So many times.
Yeah, so easily done as well. And unfortunately, for Jamie Bird, it's game over. And for Mike Buisson, he is out in front by 1.9 seconds. David Rolliston, Seth Brown, Michael LeMay. You can see Brown and Rollo going side by side. Brown's on the right. Michael LeMay's going to try and get around the outside. Rollo's going to have the inside line. He does manage to hold on to it. Mr. David Rolliston, now he's going to get a poor exit out. It's going to be on Seth Brown to get a decent one. Brown can't quite decide which way to go. Rolliston's holding him in here as well, Jim.
Well, whatever was going on with LeMay, he has he solved it, and he is back in the mix, man. He is this is Michael, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, Michael, man, look at Michael go. He's up there running hard.
Yeah.
I was thinking that was his brother. I'm not used to the two different paint schemes. Yeah, no, that's a good battle right there. And I tell you what, Buisson is probably, again, looking back in his mirror, just cheering him on. Keep battling back there as he's stretching out that lead.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, that's a good battle right there.
Yeah, Seth Brown,
Seth Brown is all over him.
Yeah, Michael LeMay. Gonzaga's in the background, James Barry, Paul Clark, all there as well. So,
oh yeah, Barry's back there. You starting to see them, them purple and yellow stripes popping up in the background. He's coming.
Yeah,
and he's still got a lot of time.
Yeah, 11 laps to go. Brolo covers him off.
Yeah.
He's not stupid. David Rolliston, he is not stupid. He will cover off Seth Brown. He goes down on the inside, coming into turn one. Side by side, he's going to force Brown to go wide. Rollo's going to just send it in a little bit deeper. Let it run across the nose of Brown now. There you go. Takes his line coming out. The center S is down the road of Raposta. David Rolliston, absolutely stunning driving.
Well, he just ran a little wide there. That could hurt him up here. See if Brown can get a run on him here because of that. Oh! I thought there was going to be contact there. Yeah, he's holding on to it.
Gonzaga's
yeah, you know that turn one passed on the outside that everybody's been trying to make this whole race. We haven't seen one person make that work yet.
No, it's been difficult.
But I'll tell you what, these four here, and well, James Barry is flat in the mix now. He was peeking around in the back, but he is right up there with these guys now.
Yeah, 6 to 16, 10 to go.
Yeah, he's,
Through Mugello we go.
He's up 4 after spinning. He's up 4 spots. So he's coming.
He's coming at a rapid rate of knots at the moment. There's not a lot of difference. Rollo's got that exit a little bit wrong. Brown's going to have to pull out early. He didn't really want to be out this early. He needed to be alongside again if he can. There you go. You take something off him.
I just don't see this move working here. I really don't.
Yeah. He's got to
he tried to come back on him, yeah.
Yeah, he's got to try and get the exit. There it is. Now it's just that run out. Is he going to be able to do it down the red of Raposta? Rollo goes all the way to the left. Gonzaga's in there. Michael LeMay is there as well. Michael's being pushed by James. Seth Brown pulls out in front of him. Gonzaga tries the inside. Michael LeMay sweeps around the outside of Seth Brown. Gonzaga sweeps on the inside of Michael LeMay, but Michael LeMay manages to not gain one and hold on to another one. Seth Brown now with Gonzaga. Gonzaga's trying the outside line. Oh, the great racing from all of these guys.
What? This is fantastic, man. We got 5 cars back here separated by less than a 3/4 of a second.
Yep.
This is amazing.
Michael LeMay holding
Look
on
at
here.
These guys. Oh, there's Barry coming on the inside hard right there.
James Barry over Seth Brown. Through Mugello coming into Juncal. You're not going to make it there.
No.
Brown's going to get the draft. LeMay's going to get the draft. Gonzaga's going to get the draft. Barry's going to get the draft. In the background, there's Paul Clark. There could be another one joining the party very, very shortly. This is second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh. All scrapping away here. David Rolliston goes over. He's covering off Michael LeMay. 2 seconds on that one. Gonzaga's in the middle. He's got to send it 3 wide.
Oh, man.
He's got it all wrong. Seth Brown's going to come back round. Gonzaga manages to get his teammate. But boy, oh boy, he messed it up on James Barry there. David Rolliston and Michael LeMay still fighting.
Wow, this is incredible, man. How much fun is this? Yeah, this is fantastic right here. Gonzaga did kind of mess his teammate up there a little bit.
Yeah,
but he sent it hard.
Yeah, he sent it in hard into turn 1. And then literally got it wrong. And then sent Barry a little bit wider. Barry, he's now gone and cleared Brown, Gonzaga. James has gone and cleared Seth as well. So they're moving up as a team, is the insert name, E-Racing Team. Gonzaga in the yellow and red, Barry in the yellow and purple. Great job from these.
That might be one of the best E-Racing team names out there. That's hilarious. This is, they're running right nose to tail now, those 2 teammates. Oh, man, it's insane. We've got 6 cars here within less than a second, Wow.
Rollo's on that.
But this is the kind of racing these radicals can bring. This is a prime example of what radical racing can be right here.
Gonzaga's going to take it
everywhere.
You
do it again.
Managed to hold on.
He might make that stick.
Oh, he's on the cross. He's going to come back and he did get taken out. Gonzaga's gone round.
Oh, he took Seth Brown out there. Oh.
Gonzaga's gone round this time around. On the grass, he bounces over the curb. He gets hit by his teammate who hits Seth Brown. And into the wall. James Barry's also crashed as well. Is he gone and dived up David Rolliston? Oh, he's going to come across him here. Oh, Rollo's just put him in the wall.
Oh.
Yeah,
wow.
Not sure that was the best thing for David Rolliston. I think he may have already been sliding. Yeah, he was, and unfortunately...
Oh, yeah,
Barry was the recipient.
Yeah, he tried to save it there, and it just once it got back on the real asphalt off the curbs there, it caught and just took off right across Barry's nose and wrecked him.
No, it did. Unfortunately, James Barry in the wall and is now down in 10th place. What sort of state is the car in?
And I'm
not in a good state.
Not good. No. He's.
I think there's an ounce of frustration in there. Unfortunately, James Barry.
Maybe not. He's got his championship sewed up.
Yeah, might have been a different story if Simon was here, though. Might be, son.
Yes. I'm sure Barry would have been. It would have been a different race entirely if Simon was here for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Craig Jones, I can hear you in the background there chatting. Has to come and see what the fuss is about. That's the wives, my wife and his wife, having a good old conversation in the background there as well. As they chat every day. Welcome in, Greg. Thank you so much, mate. You've missed an absolute barnstormer race. It's calmed down a lot now, but we've still got 6 laps remaining, so anything can happen. Paul Clark's managed to find himself up into 3rd, somehow up 4 places. Not quite sure how that got there. And then Michael LeMay is in 2nd place. A great job from Michael LeMay.
Yeah, it's a great run for him. Like I said, I was focused on his brother in the last race, and he surprised me. I wasn't aware of the 2 color different cars, but yeah, what a good run from him. Busan is having a heck of a run. He's checked out on these guys.
He is currently 7.8
Has Busan
seconds.
won any? Did he win any races this year in this series?
He has done, yes, actually. He has taken a couple of victories this season, Mike, I believe, as well.
Well, we got more action off track here.
Yeah, Paul Clark, unfortunately, there has gone off the side of the circuit. Yeah, Paul Clark gone off. He is back on, though, and that was earlier on, of course, where he lost that place on this one. Phil Glover finds himself in third on a race circuit he doesn't enjoy, so he told us.
Right. Well, like I said, if he runs far enough up front, he'll end up laking it by the time this race is over. But I tell you what, I don't know how. I don't know how you don't like this racetrack.
Don't know, mate.
Like you said, it's got everything, man. I mean, what else could you ask for?
Well, yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? You would have thought that it's got literally everything. There's nothing left that this circuit can give you, and that's the thing. I love Interlagos. I think it's a great race circuit.
It's got flowing section where you just these almost like S's, but a little more turns to them, and it's got uphill, it's got downhill, it's got extremely fast, hard braking areas, it's got tight turns, got it all.
All right, great. Paul LeMay now sitting in fourth place. That's Phil Glover in front. Michael LeMay up the road. Paul is closing in on Phil. Coming into turn number one, not this time. Get the run out, hook up the curb, help the rotation now, get the run down the hill, full throttle for Paul. This is it, he's going to have the run over Phil Glover now here, down through Center S's, down onto the Red Raposa, coming down into the Interlagos, the left-hander will turn 4. Paul Clark's going to look up the inside, is he going to be last of the late breakers? He muscled Phil out on that one, Jim. I think he gave Phil no choice.
Yeah. No, I mean, well, the thing is, Phil let him have that inside line. I mean, all you have to do there is protect that inside line. You're not going to get passed on the outside there. That was an unfortunate mistake for him there because, to be honest, Clark was kind of far back there, and he just left the door wide open, and Clark just sent it on in there.
Yep. And you're going to leave the door open, mate. You're likely to get burgled. Let's just put it that way. And you can't afford to do that on lap 12. We're coming on to 13 now of this feature race. We've got 3 laps to go. Well, 4 laps, including 13. Busson's going to come over the line. The man from Froome in Somerset. Over the line he goes. On to lap 13 now. Job done. Not many left whatsoever. Phil is tucked between Paul.
You can't even see anybody in the background. Busson is so far ahead. Looks like Phil's going to try to. Oh, he couldn't quite get there for that one, but I think Phil's going to try to get his spot back here if he can. See if Clark is going to be nice enough to leave that inside line open for Glover.
Well, they call Paul Paul Super Wide Clark for a reason. He is one of the most difficult men. He's not wide in real life, mate. He's about 5'6", and I've seen more fat on a Robin Redbreast, to be honest. He's not the largest man at all, and literally, I think he's just incredibly difficult to overtake. That's Paul Clark's natural nature of racing.
Yeah, then Glover made a bad choice as to who to let by him. Then. Especially with we got 3 laps to go now. This is going to be apparently a tall order.
It definitely will. Coming up now for Mike Busson. Everybody's getting fairly spread out at this moment in time. Busson over the line to start lap 14. And he's just done absolutely incredible here as well. Giving props up 4 places in that 666 machine. And everybody else in behind. Phil still closing in on Paul, but little by little, they're getting closer to Michael. Again, little by little. Nobody making massive inroads at the moment.
No, yeah, it seems like they've, to a degree, kind of all settled in. Plus, at this point, their tires are getting a little slicker. It's, it's harder to make big moves now than it was earlier in the race. Unfortunately, that when that pack all got together, it kind of spread out the field a little bit because a couple of them dropped out and or damaged their cars, like Seth. Seth Brown, he got the nose knocked off of his. He's just riding around out there now.
Yeah, Barry's in pit lane as well. So,
Paul LeMay, we don't know what happened to him. He just all of a sudden got slow early in the race, and he's just kind of hovered in the back.
I do wonder
trying to
whether
see
or not that was
there's really no. Yeah, I don't know if that was some kind of connection issue or some kind of equipment issue, because it didn't seem like he had any contact or anything that would cause that to happen.
Yeah, I do just wonder if he did get a slowdown at some point and unfortunately had to pull the car up. But
maybe, yeah.
Again, we will actually find out.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
This track is known for off tracks and slowdowns, isn't it? That's kind of one of the things it's known for. So maybe he did get a slowdown or something.
Yeah.
Because that was strange when you and I looked at him. He was clearly way off the pace.
Yeah, it definitely was. I do agree with you. And everybody else is getting a little bit more spread out. Busson's on the penultimate lap. He's got one more to go. Can the man from Somerset in Frome not only drive tractors, but can he drive the SR10 to victory? Coming into SA for the penultimate time. He's got one more lap here, Jim. He's driven brilliantly.
It's been a great race for him, and going back to that first race, when he had that little incident, and I had said that basically he could just hang back there, and then he'd be up towards the front in this race, and he sure did that, and then made all the moves to take the lead, and he certainly pulled away from everybody after that. He's had a great run here today.
Yeah, James Barry's in YouTube chat as well. The champion, he has wrapped up the championship. Didn't like race number 2. A lot of contact. It all kind of went a little bit peaked-on for him. But Busson's going to come over the line and start the final lap of the race. Barney's waving that white flag. Everybody's spread out. It is more of a parade lap than anything else here. And Mike Busson's just got to bring it home.
Yeah, everybody's putting a cap on a great season. And of course, it's unfortunate that James isn't out here to celebrate his championship victory with us.
Yeah, Paul Clark.
But we do have him in chat.
Yeah, Paul Clark's closed it down here. Michael LeMay on the final lap. Is Michael going to be able to hold on to it? Paul, he's still got a little bit of work to do.
It's coming.
Yeah. Might win in the feature. Some things never change. It doesn't. You're right. It's not. To be fair though, James, it is usually you or Simon still winning the feature. So give Mike his due. He has won, a few. So fair play to him for actually taking the win. Paul Clark is not going to get Michael LeMay due to a mistake he's just made in Pinarino. Busson for the final time through Mugello, through Juncal. He's just got the run up the hill to go. Coming over the line. I wouldn't do that until you actually crossed the line, Mike. I tell you what, if you spit it up and put it in that wall, mate, I am going to laugh my head off at you. I can tell you that much. As he comes over the line for the final time here, Mike Busson puts it nearly into the tyre barrier. Wins race number 2. Michael LeMay in second. Paul Clark in third. Phil Glover grabbed the 4th place in feature number 2 with David.
Imagine how well Glover could have done if he liked this track.
Well, yeah, he said he didn't like it. I think that's rubbish. You know what I mean?
Yes, he should have to do 50 solo laps here just so he can appreciate how great this place really is.
Oh, he will hate me if I suggested that to him. Absolutely hates me. Seth Brown's going to come over the line here. Where is Barry is running? Oh, James, you come out on the start-finish line. How awkward are you? I've got to wait for you to do a whole lap now. Here is your championship leader, winner, comes out of pit lane. Not quite sure if he's on just a parade lap or if he's just decided to Take it nice and easy.
He's going to do a burnout lap.
Yeah, he's going to do some
Oh.
donuts. James Barry, your winner for the second time. Oh, that all went wrong, mate, didn't it? Didn't
Yes,
do
it
many on
did.
that one. You know what I mean? So for him,
Oh, that started out all good, and then it didn't go anywhere.
yeah, it was kind of like a firework, and then it just poofed. Unfortunately.
It was a dud. Yes.
You know what I mean? It didn't go up in the air. Phil Glover there as well, but a great job from him. We're just waiting for the session to tick over, and we will bring you up the results of the race. Right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Your winner in the feature race is Mr. Mike Boussault, Michael LeMay second, Paul Clark in third, then Phil Glover, David Rollo, Paul LeMay, Graham Matthews, George Gonzaga, Seth Brown ninth, James Barry, Bird and Taylor all out of the race. But let's bring him in and have a chat with him here as well. The man that did take the victory here in the feature race, Mr. Mike Boussault. Mike, how are you, sir?
Very well, very well.
Good. How was it out there?
Well, was the win ever in any doubt? Let's be honest.
Well, I tell you what, if you hit the tyre wall on pit entry on your final lap there, that would have made me laugh.
Well, I thought to myself, what can I do to spice my race up? It's been a little bit lonely, to be fair. I thought to myself, do I drive slowly? Do I crash it on the last corner, you know? But yeah, no. A surprise victory.
Yeah, it definitely was. Aided by the fact that James Barry did not finish the race.
And also,
he likes
I
to
might
do a
add,
bit crashing recently. Yep, go on, Jim.
I was going to say, it also was aided by that spin in the sprint race earlier you had when you got a little sideways there and dropped back a few positions. It put you right up towards the front for the start of this race, which was nice, and you sure took advantage of that.
Well, there is some conspiracy theorists out there that say I do it on purpose. I won't lie.
You do?
But
yeah.
I do not.
Well,
I do not.
After watching you attempt to hit the firewall, the tire barrier there on your final lap, I might believe the conspiracy theorist.
Well, I got to spice the broadcast up somehow, haven't I, James? Just saying, mate.
It's spicy enough when we have James Barry and Simon Edwards on there, mate. You're just, you're part of the podium, aren't you?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. That's all we can
Let's send our regards to ill Simon.
Yeah, man flew in it up, didn't he?
Made life a bit easier for me tonight.
Yeah, he did. You finished. I think that's going to put you fifth in the championship, Mike, to be honest.
Well, by my score table, I'm first, so I don't know. We'll have a look at it later.
I think your score table's wrong, mate.
So mathematics was not your strong subject in school then?
James Barry told me I won. I'd just go with that.
Oh, well, I think he's got it wrong. But, Mike, there you go, bud. It's been a pleasure, as it always is, dear sir. But I'd keep you here all night if I could, but we can't. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Wow. Greg Wallace. I'm going Greg Wallace tonight. Showing me support.
Oh, mate.
I have nothing. I have nothing.
Unless you know who Greg Wallace is, you're going to have nothing. I've got to be honest, Jim.
No, I've got nothing. It's obviously something, but I have nothing.
Yeah, I'd Google it. Mike, thank you very much for that.
No problem. I will see you on the next one. Bye.
All right, bye.
Oh, man, I'm gonna have so much fun doing this series next year or the next season. I can't wait.
You don't want to know. Phil Glover, the man who hated the racetrack after the first race, comes and finishes in fourth. Well done, Phil.
Yeah, thank you. But I mean, to be fair, a lot of people fell off in front of me.
Doesn't matter.
It was going to happen, wasn't it? I was watching them. I had a ringside seat, and there was about 5 or 6 of them all clustered together. I thought that's going to end up in tears.
And it did, but that doesn't matter. You won.
Well,
yeah, I won that. Out of the people that fell off, I beat them.
Yeah, exactly. You finished in fourth. You had to be on the track to be there, Phil, and you were there. So great job from you there, bud. Sum your season up for us, Phil, before we let you go.
Where have I come in the championship? I think I'm probably 6.
Sixth,
I think Dave
yes.
Welliston was close to me. But
Seth
I
Brown was
think
also close, but I think you may be sixth.
Okay. Well, 6 isn't bad, is it?
No, not at all. Not with the caliber of these drivers, mate.
Yeah. So all in all, I'd say it's been a good learning year. Actually, probably better than learning year than last year. I've had a bit more coaching from Simon this year, and kind of looked at a few more things that I'm doing using telemetry and such like. So that's really helped, because what happens when you first start being coached is you kind of get a lot worse because you're trying to concentrate on too many things.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you start to relax a bit, it's a bit like learning to play golf, I guess. Once you start to absorb the little bits, it does help. So, yeah, I mean, unless we get some really extra super guys additional to the league, which would be great, though, wouldn't it?
It would.
Hopefully, I will continue to improve position-wise.
Well, I'm sure you will, Phil. I'm sure you will. Anyone you want to shout out, buddy?
Well, Simon's poorly sickly, isn't he? Have you sent your previous nurse across to him?
No.
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 Oh, so he's having to deal with it himself.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I don't know.
I can't help it, mate. I can't help it. You know what I mean?
So how would you sum up this season?
I think it's been good. And I think going forward it's going to be even more exciting next season. I think that's the thing. We'll see if James Barry gets out on track. I know he was talking about giving himself a break. But we'll see. But yeah, I think it's been a good season.
Yeah, I concur.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, Phil. Take care, mate, and I'll see you next season.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
Take care, bud.
James.
Bye.
Yeah.
How do you quit after winning the championship? You can't. That's like something Alain Prost would do.
Well, we're going to find out when he comes in to the booth. Let's have a chat, though, with the man himself, who had a great race one. Not sure what happened in race two. I don't know if he got a slowdown or what, but I'm sure he'll tell us. Mr. Paul LeMay. Paul, welcome in.
Hi, JP. How you doing?
I'm all right, mate. You?
Yeah, bearing up, mate. Not too bad.
What happened in race two, bud?
James Barry. He said he missed his braking marker and took a few of us out, and the car was wrecked, so I had to pit. So I don't know where I finished in the championship, whether it was third or fourth, but one of those things.
Yeah,
That's
racing.
isn't it?
Yeah, racing in general. How would you sum your season up, though, Paul?
Up and down, really, mate. I wasn't going to race tonight. I had a really had a crap couple of days with the hand, but thought I'd better give it a shot. But yeah, no, it's I think I've improved at certain tracks, but it's still very difficult to keep with James and Simon. So it's still a learning curve. But yeah, it's been an enjoyable season.
Yeah, it definitely has, mate. I think one that's going forward should take it up to greater heights. Hopefully get some more drivers in will be awesome as well coming to the beginning of the next season. But listen, dude, it's been a pleasure as it always is. Is there anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
I think to my brother. I think he finished second, didn't he, in race two?
He did. Yes, he had a stalker.
Oh, that's great. I'm pleased for him. So yeah, shout out to him.
Oh, awesome job. All right, then, Paul. Well, listen, mate,
right, mate.
It's been a pleasure. I'll see you Sunday.
No, mate, I'm going to have a bit of a break, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yes, I'm going to have a Sunday off.
Don't fancy IGP round Hockenheim, then?
I do. It's more about the hands, really.
That's
So
fair enough.
I'm just going to have a bit of a break. It's been a long season.
Yeah, that's fair enough, mate. Well, you take care, bud. Get well soon, yeah?
Okay, mate. Cheers, then.
Cheers.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And I suppose we better pull him in, the man that is your 2024 Season 4 champion for the second time. It's his second championship, I should say. Mr. James Barry. Well done, James. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, just going to say hello because last race of the season, and yeah, it's a fun season and a bit of a crazy race though.
It was, mate.
That was definitely crazy.
Race one wasn't hard. Race one was fairly easy for you, but race two got a little bit exciting for you.
Yeah, that was that lap one incident where I was trying to get my car in front of Seth so that I could get past him, and then I think I just braked too late, and I suddenly realised I had Paul Clark slowing down in front of me, so I had to move to the inside and just ended up driving into him. Then I was just saying to Paul and May, sorry about that. I kind of ruined his race. So a bit overzealous from me, I think it was probably.
I think so, mate.
Huh?
I said I think so. Yeah, a
think
little
so?
bit
Yeah,
overzealous.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think from that. But then, sorry to him. But then had some fun racing later on, and killed George as well after me and him were both getting squeezed on the outside of turn 2, and then he was like kind of just coming back across the track a tiny bit, and I tried to go around the outside of him and misjudged it again. Drove into him, took him out. So that was 2 casualties, I think.
Doing well.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I mean, didn't quite.
But I got karma. I got instant karma because next corner, David Rolliston loses the rear end and spears me into the wall. So.
Yeah, I did see that as well. That was very eventful as well for you out there. James, going forward, I know there was talk about you taking a break from league racing. Is that still on the cards?
Yeah, I might just take a season off because it's been I think I've been here every single week for the last year and a half, apart from 1 or 2.
Yeah.
So just be nice to just have a break from it. It's been super fun. I want to say shout out to everyone in the league for the last year and a half, because since I've started on this league, it's been my main thing on iRacing, and it's just been super fun all the way through. So yeah, thank you to everyone.
Oh, awesome job, mate. Is there anybody else you want to add to that, or just that everybody?
Yeah, of course. Simon, who's ill today, couldn't make it. And also Carl Jacquelet. He's recently been diagnosed with cancer, I believe. So I hope things go okay for him.
Yep, I do agree on that one. I've been speaking to Carl. Right, guys, thank you so much, James. And, well, I guess we'll see you when we see you.
Yeah, cheers, guys. See you whenever we come across each other again.
Take care, mate.
Bye, mate.
Well, there you go, Jim. Another season done on the Radical Race Series, but never fear, we start again on the 19th of December, so you haven't got very far long to wait. But,
No.
Yeah, very interesting as well. Very great end of the season.
Yeah, it was entertaining. It was, we had some good fun there, and there was a little bit of that relaxed atmosphere since the championship was already settled. So there was some fun, some dive bombs and stuff like that. And I tell you, I'm really looking forward to doing the majority of the season with you next year. I love the Radicals, and this is a fun bunch of guys for sure. So it's gonna be entertaining. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, guys, that's going to wrap it up here for this season. Join us again in a couple of weeks' time where we start back at it for the Radical Race Series on a Thursday night. I've been JP. I've been in the booth with Jim Cunningham. And as always, guys, take care. Have a great week. And you never know, we might see you on the tracks next season. Good night.